women have gathered at the Walter Sisulu Botanical Gardens in Roodepoort, west of Johannesburg in South Africa to mark Women's Day. The day is commemorating of the thousands of women who marched to the Union buildings on the 9th of August 1956 against the past laws of the then apartheid regime. For more on this, let's cross to Bernice Swarts, the Deputy Minister at the Departments of Forestry, Fisheries and the Environment. Deputy Minister, a very good afternoon to you and thank you so much for joining us. Deputy Minister, can you hear us?
Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Deputy
Good afternoon.
Minister. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good afternoon to you and good afternoon to your listeners.
Deputy Minister, I want us to talk about the significance of today's event. Of course, we know that this year marks 70 years since that iconic march on the 9th of August 1956.
Yes, we have decided as three departments, the Department of Forestry, Fisheries and the Environment and the Department of Agriculture and Department of Public Works and Infrastructure, by invitation of myself as the Deputy Minister at DFFE, I then requested that we must invite a woman from the other two departments. And the reason for this is that we must not just only work as government officials and the executive by having MOUs with the different departments, but I said we must actually get together as women and celebrate women's power from resistance to transformation, and that our MOUs must be practically in us meeting in person and celebrating this of a woman having resisted, and that now that we're in transformation. So it's just three departments coming together and celebrating the day today and reminding ourselves that as women we are powerful. As women, when we stand together, we can move anything, and that as women, if we work together from these three departments, we can actually serve South Africans more better because we can share ideas, we can share knowledge.
Deputy Minister, your line's not that great, but I want to just ask this question. Of course, there are so many significant barriers that women have overcome over the past while. We know, of course, that iconic march in 1956 was not the first march. And we know that after 1956, we saw more uprisings and more women, standing up and defending their rights. Your event today, I would imagine, also draws attention to some of the barriers that continue to exist and to affect women, particularly when we're speaking about access to land, markets, technology, skills development. What needs to be done to address this? You talked about practical, interventions that are needed.
Yes, I think that the practical interventions that are needed is that we can't just keep on talking. We must see this in reality. Like today, we have got women here who government has funded and assisted. In our department, we've got women who are running waste management, SMMEs. We have got women who have funded, who are running their own resorts. We have got women who have been taken to the US through the funding of the department to go and become hunters. We've got women today here who are going to give testimony where the Department of Agriculture has assisted them to set up their farms, where they are exporting fruit and veg, where they are exporting macadamia. So we have got women from Public Works here who are going to give testimony, who have started their construction companies from grade 1 and are on grade 8 and grade 9. So that is the practicality that we are talking about today, where we are going to hear women who have been funded by government to get to where they are today.
Deputy Minister Bernice Swarts, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Really do appreciate it. Deputy Minister at the Department of Forestry, Fisheries and the Environment.
Women who lead. Women